would like to thank all of our patrons for your continued support.
Pretty nice, eh?
Hello friends, I'm gonna knock out one more little project before the year's end. It's December 26th right now, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. This is a timber that I saved from the famous sailing ship, the Highland Light, also known as the USS Highland Light 9-48. It set the record for the first under 3-day passage in the Bermuda race, Newport to Bermuda in 1932. And that record stood until 1974. So pretty impressive ship. Sadly, she met her end at Newmark's in July of 2019. She was sinking in her slip and no one to care for her, no one to restore her. So the marina had to cut her up and discard of her. And they had thrown one of these big timbers by the dumpster, which I rescued because I'm a very sentimental person and wanted to take elements from this famous sailing ship and incorporate it into Tritea so that we could give her a chance to keep on sailing a little while longer. So went ahead and made one of these, the first winch base the other day to try to figure out how I want to go about it, how to work with this sort of really rough material. And I made this winch base and it still needs a little more sanding, but this is the basic form of it. I'm gonna router the edge. I'm gonna fill the cracks with epoxy resin to try to, I'm not gonna hide them. I'm just gonna stabilize them. You can see like about almost 100 years of like, you know, tar and staining on the surface here. That's gonna go against the coaming, so I'm not worried about it visually. But all of these cracks will be filled with epoxy resin. And again, I'm gonna sand it some more and varnish it. So that's our winch base for our new incredible Lumar self-tailing size 46 winches. We have a pair of these that we need to install. So it's gonna go like that. This will get through bolted with a large bolt to the deck, and then the winch base will be through bolted from the bottom to the winch base. So what we're gonna do is take this, and I think this is the kind of the best spot to do this is here. Kind of avoids any holes. You know, the bottom starts to deteriorate here. And I'm gonna draw my line and we're gonna cut this chunk out and then work it down to this shape. So as you can see, this timber is pretty rough. We wanna make sure that it's at least 4 inches of material, so that's about right. See how it's gnarly on the bottom. This is all chipped up. So let's go ahead and draw out our shape, and then we can get to cutting off everything we don't need to mess with. Okay, that seems pretty good. Now I can just draw a straight line so I can do my initial cuts, and we can go from there. All right, now it's time to set up a couple of ways to cut into this large timber. I don't have a massive like lumberyard bandsaw or anything, so there's ways you can do this with home tools. It takes time, and you have to be very careful because it can be a little sketchy if you're not. So let's get to doing that. So I'm gonna start out by making cuts with just a regular circular saw. I have the blade as deep as I can get it, on this, and we'll make a cut, roll it, make a cut if we can, roll it, and do that as much as possible to try to get as much of the material out as possible, and then we'll use a handsaw to cut the rest. We're cut through that as much as we can with our skill saw. See a little bit of movement, so we'll prop it up and use a Japanese pull saw to cut the rest. There we go. That's the part we're not using. Now we just gotta do the same thing to this side. It's not easy, really hard work, but we'll get this cut off and then I'll show you guys how I make that shape. Okay, I've got it set to the depth I want the final pedestal winch base to be at. So we're going to go ahead and trim off all this material that's in our way. All right, we got our excess cut off here. We're gonna router that down flat when we get to the final stage. Right now, it's probably hard for you guys to see, but there's a circle here that we drew. I'm gonna cut off all this unnecessary bit here and show you how we can go ahead and shape this without a giant bandsaw. So if you don't have a giant bandsaw, which I do not, you can take off small angles with a chop saw if you have a larger chop saw, like we do. And that's how you can get your circle, and then you just sand off all the points. Let's go ahead and get to doing that. slowly take it down into your shape with little cuts. Just go slow, be careful. Okay, so we got a rough shape, and it's got all these little edges on it from the fine cuts. We're gonna go ahead and smooth all these edges out with 80 grit sandpaper on my palm sander. Okay, so I got the rough shape made. I got it roughed out. It's pretty smooth. I'm gonna do some more shaping to it, sand it down a bit, and I'll show you. So here's our two bases, and I'll show you our beautiful winches, which we got for an absolute steal from a buddy, Noah. He picked them up at a steal and then passed that on to us, which is amazing because we could never in a billion years afford these winches if we bought them for full price. So that's how it's going to kind of go. I still have to cut the backs. They're kind of an angle on the back where it's going to meet the combing, so I'm going to be taking that down a little bit on the table saw. And the other thing that's going to take place is I'm likely going to build a 1-inch sort of riser that goes under this, under the winch, and I'll cut that to the whatever angle we find. Once we dry fit these, we're going to figure out what angle is best for our line to come in, and then I'll make a G10 base that goes between the wood winch base and the winch itself, and it gives us that angle. So it'll be easier to kind of fabricate that G10 into whatever angle I want than to use this old material, which our buddy Andre, who was here for Christmas, told us that this is white oak, and this wood is, you know, well over 100 years old. The Highland Light, which this timber was taken from, was made in 1927, I believe. So it's been, you know, in a marine environment since then, and it still looks incredible. So that's where we're at. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited to see how these take varnish. And then, you know, the next sort of time you guys will see these is we'll probably do a how-to video when we go to install these actually on the boat, replacing our original bronze single speed winches. These are going to be really amazing once we get out cruising full time and we're in a squall or something, and you know, either me or Camille are trying to bring in the jib or tighten things up. These self-tailing winches are just absolutely amazing. So that's where we're at with this project. Just want to show you guys a quick little bonus video on how you can round out this rough material in possibly a sketchy way with a chop saw and hand saws. So we're just trying to bring life back into this old wood and keep the Highland Light sailing a little bit longer with us. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, if you like our how-to videos or our adventure videos, please subscribe. Please give us a thumbs up. It helps us in the algorithm. and leave us a comment. And we hope everybody had a wonderful 2019, and we'll see you in 2020.